welcome to Kaunus, Lithuania. It's my final stop on my European adventure, but I've heard this city is full of culture, history and some of the best architecture you can see. With a population of about 300,000, Kaunus is Lithuania's second largest city and was once the temporary capital. It's also home to one of the largest collections of street art in Europe. Konus is more or less in the centre of Lithuania and dates back to the 14th century. It's got a fantastic castle, some stunning churches and one of the longest pedestrian streets in Europe. Kaunus is a city I've wanted to visit for a long time and I'm really excited to be here. So if you're ready to explore, don't forget to click subscribe, click like, let's go and see the city. Morning from Copenhagen. I'm in the central train station. I've just bought myself a ticket to the airport, it cost 30 krona, and I'm going to fly to Lithuania, my last country on this little jaunt, on a flight with Ryanair that cost me £26. Bargain. Let's go. Copenhagen airport. Easy, efficient. Let's go. Well, I've arrived and it's freezing and it's raining. Now I'm going to get a bus. So you turn left after you leave the terminal and this is where you get the bus from. It's €1 and it's a 1 hour journey. Insane. It must have stopped about 40 times. It was crammed at one point. But I'm in the old town now and I'm going to try to find my hotel. It's been a long day. But here's my first stop. Church of Vatus the Great. He was one of the great rulers of Lithuania. And then, can you believe this, during the Napoleonic advance towards Moscow, and they turned it into an armoury, but when they obviously did their retreat from Moscow after their failed attempt, they burned everything. This reminds me of churches I've seen in Poland with those spindly turrets. Yeah, I've seen them all over Polish cities, and obviously Lithuania is so close to Poland, it's unsurprising. Nice bishop there with his little dog. So this building here, with the fancy facade on the front, is called the House of Punus, also known as the House of Thunder. And it used to be a merchant's house until the Jesuits took over. It gained its name because of a sculpture, presumably of the deity Punus, the god of thunder, during repairs in 1818. So this shows what this town square will look like when they finished all of this. I've timed my visit to Kaunus really badly, haven't I? With JCBs and piles of sand, and what a shame. This is Konus Cathedral Basilica. Apparently it's the largest Gothic church in the whole of the country. If this was like the capital, Vilnius, there'd be loads of people, there'd be tour groups, there'd be people wandering around. Here, there's nobody. Let's see what happens. And I like the way that the altar's got that sort of purplish curtain. Literally everyone is armed with a cloth or a broom or some sort of cleaning implement. Right, I've just come now to Konis Castle. There's about a third of it left, but they've restored it. It looks pretty good now, doesn't it? So you can see there on the round tower, the bottom bit's got these big, like rocky bits, then it goes to bricks, another type of brick, and then some modern bricks, and look, it's so cold that this puddle has turned to ice. It is cold. Look at this great statue with his hands holding his head. Right, passing the Konus sign, let's go across the bridge. We before I go in, just admiring the knight. Is he one of the knights that attacked or repelled? I don't know. Right, let's go in. Wow, look what it used to look like. Yep, a collection of headstocks and torture equipment, because this used to be the dungeons. A very helpful sign here in case you didn't know what that was. Chain. Pots, broken pots, and fragments. Yeah, the usual. Right, let's have a look through one of these gaps. Right, I'm back in Town Hall Square, and that is the Town Hall, affectionately called the White Swan because of its graceful, sleek design. And there it is. So it's got the tallest spire in the city. People get their weddings done there. Yeah, a beautiful building. And tucked away behind it, a statue of Myronis. Looking very thoughtful there. So he is a famous Lithuanian poet. Really funny, there's one of the tourists and we keep on passing each other. She's over there now in the white jacket, and because we've seen each other so many times now, we sort of, hi, yep, hello. Well, it seems like it's open. Let's see what we find inside. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. So I've just paid €10 to come in. She said to start on this floor, and you can look at the exhibitions like bits of rope or bits of string with a hook on it. Let's see what's going on down here. God, these steps are big. A really old radio receiver used just pre-war. Like this, you open it up and you can find out more information. A little drawer you can open with some deodorant. There's a big thing about balconies here, and there is a balcony here. Maximum 5 people. Well, there's no danger of that, is there? There. So we can see the building site in all its glory. So it says here in the White Hall, the city's key ceremonies were usually presided over from the hall's main table. Is that this? Yes. Right, 3rd floor, and then the city panorama, which is the main thing I've come for. Let's do some walking. Whoa, these are narrow. Right, I'm at the top where the clock is, but I can't get into it. So this is the best I'm going to get. It's not great, is it, with that big barrier? And from the other side. So yeah, a little bit annoying that I can't get actually up the top to have a look around. Alright, I was in that museum for exactly 29 minutes. Walk down this big long street, which looks busier now. And I'm going to come to an old presidential palace at some point. And to cross a main road in a lot of these former Soviet republics, you've got to go under an underpass. This one, you can buy your flowers. And here it is, where former presidents used to live. And I'm guessing this guy here is one of the former presidents. Oh, that's the building, isn't it? That's the actual presidential building. Look at the horse-pulled trams. So this guy here, Antanas Smetona, was the first president of Lithuania. Look at this cute little statue. A boy on his bike with a dog. I like that. Just passing this really nice statue of a woman playing some sort of horn. Right, this took a bit of finding, but I found it. Kiemo Galleria, and it's full of Lithuanian street art. Well, I like it already. doesn't like me being here. I like that blue house there with the mirrored tiling. I like this because there's a cat on the picture there, and if you go around here you will see a cat in the window. Hello. I've just come off the main street to visit the Devil's Museum. Wow, look at them all. Looks like a scary devil. It's pitchfork. And they're all like just a little bit different, aren't they? But when you get sick of the devils, you can have a look at some cups with devils on them. This looks devil-like, just by being red. These ones seem a little bit more sinister. Like this one. An interesting one. So they've got the devils from the different parts of the world, Poland and from Ukraine and Georgia. The problem is there's so many of them that you can't really focus on them. So I think I've left the old town area, come to a more modern part, and where I'm heading now is to well, I think it's a church, but from what I've seen, you can go on the roof. But there's my destination. White, huge building. Wow, it's just so white and stark. I am literally the only person in here. Entry to the roof with a ticket, but there's no one there to sell me one. Right, I'm going to go anyway, see what happens. Made it. That's where we're going. The Church of St. Michael the Archangel. So the church dates from 1895 and it was designed by Russians. That's why it's got a sort of Russian feel to it. But then in World War I, the Germans stole the bells and took them back to Germany. And then when the Soviets took over, they used it as an art gallery. Next to it, a statue of a naked man with his appendage flapping in the wind. But again, I've got to ask the question, where is everybody? Right, let's have a big long walk along this huge shopping street. What do you love? You're looking at this building. Pizzas! That's what you love. Vatus Magnus, elected King of Lithuania. And then the Soviets destroyed it in 1952. So yeah, the Soviets wanted to repress every aspect of Lithuanian independence. They even tried to change the alphabet into their Cyrillic. There were monks nearby who used to smuggle in books with Lithuanian language in them. But yeah, it's a good job they put that back. But look what I've seen, another round tower. Someone stuck a fancy chair and some nice adornments around it, so you can pretend that you're the king. Right, let's go to a local supermarket, the Iki Express. See how much things cost in Lithuania. Loaf of bread, €1.99. €1.19, cheaper than Scandinavia where I was, definitely. Pack of ham, $2.59. But if you want to get some Vilnius chocolate, quite pricey, $6.49. A dazzling array of vodka, $4.99 for that one. €1.69 for that super-sized can. Lager. And Prosecco, $7.99. There you go. I would say alcohol is the largest section in this supermarket. It is literally a third of the supermarket. Look, all your brandies and cognac. I've got to walk all the way across that bridge, and then I come to one of the oldest funiculars in Europe, I think. That is a swirling torrent, isn't it? Look at that. Right, so I'm on, and it cost €1. It feels like it was made in 1934, however it was. And we're almost here. Here we are, a nice little monument overlooking Kaunus. I think it was worth it. That is a nice view. So on that note, then I think I'll say goodbye. So that's it. Goodbye from Lithuania and my jaunt around Germany, Romania, Sweden, Denmark and here in Lithuania. But which was my favourite place? I think Memmingen in Germany. Go back to my first video, but Cluj was a close second. Yeah, they're my favourite ones. So that's it. Until next time, see you later.